Welcome to Diary of an Ex-Ho. I'm Cheri Hardman. I'll be your ex-ho. And today's guest is the real Hyjinx. So sit back, enjoy the episode, and remember the old saying, always a bridesmaid when you're a hoe.
How you doing? I am the real Hyjinx from Portland, Oregon. My sexual orientation, I'm a cis straight gendered male. Is it straight? Is that right?
Just say straight.
Okay, I don't.
Just say the word.
Well, see, that's why I have a wife that tells me what to say and what not to say. She's the best. My pronouns are he, him, and my marital status, as I just said, I am married, happily married. Just celebrated 25 years.
All right. Well, congratulations on that. It's good to have you on here. You know, you're one of my favorite people.
I'm glad you had. Thank you for having me. It's an honor to be here. You know, I love you to death.
I always say that you gave me a lot of chances when I was a brand new baby comic, and that meant a lot to me. So we have that. And now we're just going to jump right into it. We're going to do a Marry, Shag, Kill.
Okay.
Okay. So
I'm ready for this.
I got to share my screen. So let me go find it. There it is. All right. I try to cater this to the people I'm doing it, but I actually forgot to make it until 15 minutes ago. So we're just doing a comedian version. So
I love it.
You have to marry one, you have to shag one, and you have to kill one.
Okay.
So we got Leslie Jones, Linnell, and Wanda Sykes.
Oh, this is tough. Oh man, this is a rough one. Okay, I would marry Wanda Sykes. Wow, I don't know who I would shag or who I would kill. I don't want to kill Linnell. I love Linnell. That's not. I don't want to kill Leslie Jones. Okay, I think I'm going to have to marry Wanda, shag Chanel. I got to kill Leslie Jones. I don't want to, but.
All right.
Yeah, I shag Linnell. I like older women. I like, Linnell got a little something back there that I like, you know what I'm saying? Linnell, if you're watching this.
She's a very sexual being. I worked with her and watched her, and she still got it. I don't care how old she gets.
Yeah, she's a legend. Love her to death. Mm-hmm. But that's a tough one. But definitely Wanda Sykes, only because I would ride her coattails.
I was going to ask why you were going to marry her, but yeah, you got to marry the one with the most power and money, right?
Come on, if Oprah would have been up there, I would have played like marry Oprah. You can kill the other two.
All right, so
I'm just saying.
When it comes to sex, would you rather watch or be watched?
Watch.
How come?
I'm a little shy. I might not perform well with an audience.
Okay. That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying? You get that turtle in the shell syndrome, and that's that's not good for no one.
Yeah, that's
so
true.
I think I like to watch. I'm a voyeur.
Are you?
Yeah.
It's interesting because I think most comedians say be watched. And I think that's because of just being an attention horse, but
they just want to crack jokes while they're having sex and get work on some taglines. They don't want to really be watched. They don't really want to be watched.
We're going to go back to your childhood a little bit. And so I want to know what your parents or whoever raised you called private parts.
To tell you the truth, we've never had that conversation.
They never said go wash your.
No, I mean my mom would say go wash your ass. If you're dirty. I mean that's it. But we never really. That was never really a conversation we had in our house. These are conversations more. You had with friends. You know what I'm saying. Dirty talk with your friends, talk about, oh man, I had, but me and my mom or my dad have never had that conversation. We've never called it anything like that. That's weird.
Not even private parts or downstairs, nothing. It's just like you didn't have one.
Yeah, I was a Mattel
Okay.
doll.
That's not the first person I've heard say that.
It just wasn't one of those things. I don't think unlike today, I don't think, sexuality was something that was like just out in the open and, in the family dynamic,
Right.
back then. It
Right.
wasn't really talked about, just somebody got pregnant. We knew how it happened. We didn't know when, so I don't think it was one of those things we talked about.
Okay.
I
Do
know that's
you
weird.
are your parents together?
No, they are not. My mother is in Wichita, and my father is in North Carolina.
Okay. Were they together when you were a kid?
Oh no.
Okay, so even
My the funny thing is my mom was married to my dad, who is really my dad's best friend. So it's like, oh yeah, it's a whole, oh my God. Let's just say the 70s was crazy. The 70s was a crazy time.
Well,
So yeah,
I guess so. What the question that I'm going for is, were your parents good role models for how to do a relationship? Did you see?
honestly, no. I
Okay.
think that was something I learned as I grew older. That was it. I mean, it's no fault to them,
Right.
but it's just like, again, it just wasn't one of those things that was, I don't know how to explain it, but it just, I'm not saying they wasn't good parents, because they were great
Right.
parents. Don't get
Right.
me wrong, they were great parents. But as far as teach me about relationships, nah, that wasn't a thing. They
Right.
didn't,
Did
or I'll say this, they didn't show it together. They showed it separately, because I mean, my father was married to his wife for a very, very long time. And
mm-hmm. Okay.
my
Well, so
mom,
you have a successful marriage. Where did you learn how to do that?
uh the the success to my marriage, I always say, is because me and my wife had a day one conversation. And that conversation entailed both of us letting each other know exactly who we were, what we went through, our life, what we expected, and everything that was pertinent to us moving forward. And that's what
Mm.
I think, that's one of the reasons we've had a successful 25-year marriage. We had that conversation in the beginning. So later on down the line, there was no surprises. This
Mhm.
was something we already told each other and we knew. So it wasn't no, hey, I had no idea you did, so it wasn't none of that. So to me, that was one of the big successes to our marriage. Still is.
Right.
We had that conversation. We knew who we both were in all aspects of life, sexually,
Right.
mentally, financially, just everything. So we went in with we really came into our relationship like just bare, not hiding behind nothing, and not, so, and I
Yeah,
think that's was one of the things that's why we've had a successful marriage,
that's great.
honestly.
No, that's great. Okay, so when you were a kid, do you remember, like, this can be several different things. I call it a
Okay.
sexual awakening. Sexual
Oh,
awakening, like the first time that you really notice, hey, wait a minute, there's something going on in this world that I didn't know was going on before, whether it was feelings in your body or something you observed. Can you just kind of tell me about that?
I think I had that awakening. It wasn't until like middle school. When I was younger, we played a little hide and go get it games and stuff like that, but it wasn't really, I didn't really
Right.
grasp the, like, oh man, the female body is like amazing. So maybe not till middle school. Middle school, then I had that awakening, like, oh man, like there's something more to this. But when you go into it the way I went into it, I didn't have nobody to break down the birds and the bees. So when your only experience or knowledge going into it is porn and pornography magazines, it's kind of a little bit misleading. A
Right.
little bit misleading. So I didn't really have that, I think I was how old was I when I lost I think I was in the eighth or ninth grade when I lost my virginity.
That's relatively young.
Yeah, ninth grade. I was living in Las Vegas. It was fast and furious, baby. Fast and furious. I had then like that's when I had the awakening. And then when I actually realized not till late 10th, 11th grade, when I really realized, like, okay, I can, I had to go through some phases. One, I had to cut the curl that I had. I had to lose the curl. The curl was killing me. I didn't realize the curl was killing me. So once I lost the curl, cut my hair bald, I pierced my nose, just became this smooth and I sprouted up. So I went from like maybe 6 foot, 6'1" to like 6'4", 6'5". So now I'm like this 6 foot, 5, dark skin, chocolate, you know what I'm saying? So I was like, oh man, I was Denzel before there was a Denzel. I was Idris Elba before there was an Idris Elba. Yeah, I'm tooting my own horn. I don't need you over there. Oh my. But and that's when I really realized, like, okay, all right. So 8th grade, I say 8th, 9th grade was my awakening, but 11th grade, I really realized, oh man, if I could, oh, okay. I was in the, I don't even know if I want to tell these stories because my daughter is sitting right here. I'm not worried about my wife here. And I'm not worried about my wife. It's like my daughter, put on some headphones. Can you put on some headphones?
She heard your whole set at the festival.
Oh yeah, I guess she has heard it all. I honest truth, I think I was in the 10th going to the 11th grade when I had my first threesome.
Wow.
Yeah. And it was and it was so, and once that awoke it, like I just became a horn dog. I was high school and then growing up in Atlanta for some years. Yeah, I became a real horn dog.
Were you how do I say this? Were you a giving partner back then?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Always. It's better to give than receive. See, that's one thing I also learned too. Like I had to actually took some time to understand what women want. Because I know what I want. You know what I'm saying? Like I know what I want. I know what the end game is for me, but what is the end game for her and how can I help get her to the end game? So yeah, I paid more attention to that. And that helps.
Well, that'll make you popular for sure.
Oh yeah. I think
that. Did you have a celebrity crush when you were growing up?
Oh my gosh. Janet Jackson when she was Penny on Good Times. Kim Fields from Facts of Life. Oh my God, Kim Fields. And what's her name? Punky Brewster. Soleil Moon Frye. I think that's her real name.
Yeah.
I had a crush on her. I had a crush on Punky Brewster. That's weird. Actually, like Olivia Newton-John too. Yeah, I had a crush on Olivia Newton-John too.
Yes, they're all innocent, very innocent characters. You notice that?
Yeah,
Well, I guess it's just probably the age, you know.
Yeah, and oh my God, I love some Kim Fields. I still think Kim Fields is sexy to this day. I mean, she's aged like fine wine. Yeah, but she was probably my biggest. Kim Fields, Tootie, when she had the braces, and oh my God, Facts of Life. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. I just showed my age.
One time I heard a comedian do a joke, and it was like they asked like who's the some government official, like who's the, I can't even think of, like I'm just pulling one out of my ass. I forget what it was. Like who's the director of such and such. And the audience was just all quiet, you know. And then he said, who was the black girl in Facts of Life? And everybody yells out, Tootie, you know. It's like, says a lot about our society that we know that, but we don't know the other thing.
Hey, that's called selective memory. We remember what we want to remember, and we forget who we want to forget.
Can you think of, or has there been like a mainstream movie that you were watching one time and then thought like there's a scene or even just a general vibe that you thought was really hot that maybe kind of caught you by surprise? Or
actually not a movie, but a show that used to come on that I fell in love with that show. Is the L Word. And I used to watch that. I watched that one. I love that. And because some of the scenes, it was so, oh my God, it's just so.
Yeah.
I love it. The L Word. It was, that's a great show. That was one of the show. And it caught me off guard because I was like, I'm not going to like this. Yeah. I was all in. It only took a couple episodes to hook me, but the L Word, love the L Word. And it was just
something beautiful about lesbian love, huh?
It's something beautiful about two women, period. So,
right.
It's a beautiful thing. Or three or four. I mean, I'm not, who am I to be a numberist and limit the number of people? That's right. I said numberist. I'm going to use it in a sentence later.
Better write that down.
Yeah, numberist.
Where am I? Porn. Do you watch porn still?
Yes.
Do you have what's your go-to categories? You're willing to admit anyway.
BBW. Always. Always. Right. It's just BBW. Anywhere in that genre.
Yeah. What's your definition of amazing sex?
Oh my gosh. It's when anything and everything is done to satisfy the other person. It's just amazing. There's no holds barred. There's no hangups. There's no nothing. There's nothing that you would not do to please that other person. And when you find somebody that you can do that with, it's always going to be amazing. Always.
That's a good answer. Do you have any sexual regrets?
No, honestly, I can say I don't. I think by the time I got married to my wife, I had probably done everything I could possibly want to do as a single man. Like I look back at my life and I didn't miss out on anything. Like, so I have none whatsoever.
All right.
Not a one.
So nothing left on your bucket list that you haven't done yet?
If I didn't do it when I was single, it's been done since I've been married. So no.
Okay. All right. What is your Instagram?
My Instagram is @ the real Hyjinx, Hyjinx.
All right. I'll have that under your picture. And this is going to come out, I think, like not until end of February, 1st of March. Okay. So do you have anything you want to promote around that time right now?
No, that's after the festival, and that's before where am I going in March? Am I going to New York in March, or is that West Virginia in March? I'm going to New York or West Virginia in March. I can't remember, so I can't even promote it because I'm not sure which one it is.
Do you want me to bump this up, and can I get it? And when's the festival start?
The festival is the 15th through the 18th of February.
You want me to bump this up and put it before that?
Yeah, if you can. That'll be amazing.
All right, so tell us about it.
So what I got coming up here in February 15th through the 18th, we have our 8th annual Northwest Black Comedy Festival that takes place right here in beautiful Portland, Oregon, at the beautiful Curious Comedy Theater. This is 4 nights of comedy, 11 showcases, and over 60 plus Black comedians from all over the world right here. You can get tickets for it online, or you can even buy a link and stream it from home and watch the entire festival from the comfort of your own home. I will send you the link tree for that so you can post it up, or you can go to our webpage, nwblackcomedyfest.com, and it'll have all the ticket information, all the showcase information, and all the information you'll need, because this is a great thing. Be a part of this. We always say, if you're going to do something, be a part of something bigger than yourself. And this festival is definitely bigger than me. So I thank everybody that's taking part in it.
All right, great. I'm glad we can promote that for you. That's a great thing.
Thank you so much.
We're near the end now, so I'm gonna just sit back and let you tell me a story of your choosing.
This is going to be a funny, and this is a true story. This is when I lost my virginity. I was this is so. I was living in Las Vegas. I want to say I was in the 9th grade. I was in the 9th grade going to R.O. Gibson. And we had just moved to Las Vegas from North Carolina. So I was already the new kid on the block. And, I kind of stood out, country guy, just, So we stayed in these apartment complexes, and there was this girl that would always tease me and mess with me, and just always just picking on me every time she saw me walk. Hey, look at this, and just always teasing me. And she was a bigger girl. She was tall. She was like 6. I want to say at least between 5'10" and 6 foot, and she was a big girl. She was a big girl, 2-something, easily. And she would always pick on me. And so one night we're in the apartments that we live in, and everybody's outside, and she kind of teases me, and she's flirting with me a little bit, and she was like, "Oh yeah, you should come over after, come over to my place." And at the time I'm not thinking I have dope, I'm like, okay, cool, yeah, I'll come over and I'll check you out. Woo, woo. So I go over, and she rocked my world, I guess, because I don't even know if I did it right. Honestly, if you're watching, I wish I could remember her name. If you're out there watching, if I did it wrong, I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was doing, but thank you. So, I didn't tell nobody. I was just amazed. I didn't tell nobody, but somehow every dude in the apartment complex knew. I guess this was her thing. Mm. So they just knew. They oh Jinx, yeah, we know what you was. What are you talking about, man? Come on, man. Don't even we already know, man. So everybody knew. So I don't, like I said, I don't know what I did. So the next day she comes over, and she's like, "We got to talk." And I'm like, okay, she's like, and my head goes to, did I get her pregnant? Like I said, I have no idea. Mm-hmm. I have no clue what I've done. I don't know. Like I said, it was like riding a bike with training wheels and the blindfold. I don't know what I'm not sure what I did right or wrong, but she came to me and was like, "We got to talk." So I'm nervous. I'm really thinking, okay, she's going to say she's pregnant. I don't know what I'm going to do. I am in the 9th grade. I am freaking out. She comes at me, and she takes a swing at me, and she accuses me of stealing some food out of her freezer the night that I left her house. She chased me around the car for 7 minutes, trying to beat me up, because she accused. I'm like, what? I didn't steal it. And she literally chased me around the car for 7 minutes, and accused me of stealing some food out of her freezer. And she never caught me. I did have to sneak in and out of my own apartment complex for a couple of weeks to die down, or I raised the money to replace said food that I never stole. But that was my first experience. And it was crazy. I wish I could remember her name. I swear I wish I could remember her name. She was such a lovely person. Like I have nothing. She was such a wonderful, like, she was so gentle. Like she's gentle. She was big. She could probably have cradled me like a baby. Oh, I got you. So whoever you are, I can't remember, but it was Washington Plaza Apartments off of off of Washington Road in Las Vegas, Washington Avenue. And yeah.
So she never let you come over and do it again then, did she?
Oh no, after that had my nose wide open. That's when I went to my hoeing stage, and I was anything with a pulse could get it. Yeah, man. Yeah, I went through a real, yeah. Like I said, right after that, that's when I had my first threesome. So like I was just, it opened me up. And then when I moved to Atlanta, oh my God. Cause like in my high school years, I kind of had this ugly duckling phase I went with. Like I was kind of cute, but I wasn't all the way cute, you know what I'm saying? So I wasn't, and then actually, to keep it real, being dark skinned wasn't like shit back then. Like, so when I was in Vegas, like I was always competing with these light skinned dudes that, you know, the curly hair. Like, so I was noticed, but not really noticed, you know. But when I moved to Atlanta and I started noticing that there was like, oh my God, look at this 6'6" dark chocolate. Oh my good. I was like, oh shit. Oh me. So it really like, then that's when I really was just, that was the first time in my life where I was being more pursued than I was pursuing. You know, and it was weird to me. Like I didn't realize, I was like, me? You know, right. So, and then I really went crazy then. You know,
I think you got it. I think you got to just lean into your hoe phase, you know?
I did.
There's no reason to fight it. Yeah.
Yeah. I have no regrets. Like I said, I look back at my life, I have no regrets. I feel like by the time I got married, I had probably done any and everything that a single man could possibly want to do sexually. Mm-hmm. I honestly, like, I can't think back like, oh man, I didn't get to, I didn't do, no, I'm good. I am honestly good.
Good. Well, it's been fun talking to you. I'm glad that we got to do this. I'm excited for your festival coming up. And
yes, it's gonna be wonderful. You should come and check it out if you're down or in the town around that time. Definitely come and check it out. You know, 4 nights, you know, especially ladies night, when we have the ladies run this mother, there's going to be an amazing showcase. And then the best of the fest, the final showcase of the festival, where the top 7 comedians will be performing, is always going to be a good festival. I mean, all the shows are going to be great. Ken will be here. He's doing a drunken night out. He'll be doing a drunken night out. Great. So he'll be here for it. So it's going to be an amazing festival, and we're looking for another amazing year and another amazing turnout. So if you have the opportunity and you're here, you just definitely step in and check it out. It'll be worth your time, I guarantee. All right.
Well, thanks so much.
Thank you for having me. This has been a lot of fun, and I appreciate you for having me on and helping me to help you to push the festival, and actually just to talk to you. This was a lot of fun.